Hello everyone. Today we'll solve O-level mathematics paper 2 May June 2025. Let's go through it step by step and don't forget to like, share and subscribe for more past papers. Alright, so this is Cambridge O-levels examination mathematics syllabus D, and with the calculator we'll have to solve, and marks are 100 and your formula sheet will be given in the paper. So let's start the question. So this is question number 1. Remember, we can use a calculator for every question wherever needed. So this is given that diagram shows a part of a pattern with rotational symmetry of order 4. So it means that if we move this to 360 degree, then we'll have the order of rotational symmetry will be 4. So this diagram will move it to this one, will it map to the original position, and this is 3, and obviously somewhere here the diagram will be for the third, and this is the original position, the order 4. Alright, so we are going to make it. Let's see, this is like it is upwards, above and below. Then this is above, so and this one is below. Okay, so we'll have to make the line the same length of line towards this side. Okay, so I'm making it. Take your ruler and draw the line. Now we'll have to make a square, so you can see the diagrams over there. This is above the line and this is below the line, so this is below the line, so we'll have to make above the line this diagram. Okay, so here this is the diagram which is required here. Okay, so here you can see the order of rotational symmetry is is 4. So we have completed the diagram for this question. Write 18,012 in figures. Okay, so that's very simple and easy question. 18,012. So we'll have to put a 0 over there for 18,012. Okay, so this is unit, tens, 100, 1,000 and then 10,000. Make sure this is 18,012. So we'll have to put a 0 in between. Alright, so the next part is write down a prime number between 20 and 30. So we'll have to pick any number. So that is, you know, that between 20 and 30. So we'll have 21, which is not a prime number. 22 is not a prime number. 23 is a prime number. So that's okay, because we'll have to pick a prime number. Otherwise you can write down 29 also, so that can also be a prime number. Any number you can write down and get the marks. Okay, part C, find the reciprocal of 1 over 9. So 1 over 9, the reciprocal means 9 over 1, so that is equals to 9. So 9 is the answer for question number 2, part C. Now come to question number 3. Write down the ratio 175 milliliters is to 2.5 liters. So we'll have to write down both the sides the same unit. So we can, you know, that 1 liter is equals to the 1000 milliliters. We can write down both of them into milliliters. So that is 175 milliliters is to 2.5 into 1000, and that will also become into milliliters. So 175 is to, you can use the calculator, otherwise we know that is it's 2500, and then just check your calculator and find your answer. Otherwise the same question you can do without the calculator also. With the times table of 5 you can cancel it. Okay, so that is 175 divided by 2500. So that is equals to 7 is to 100. So 7 upon 100 means 7 is to 100. 7 is to 100. This is the simplified form, and this is 2 marks question. Part B of the same question. Den Erika Fatic share $540 in the ratio 4:5:3. find the amount Erica receives. So Erica's share is the second one. This is the fifth share is Erica, because this is for Den, this is for Erica, and this is for Fatek. Okay, so we'll take the sum of the ratios. The sum of the ratio is equals to 4 plus 5 plus 3. 4 plus 5 is 9, 9 plus 3 is 12. So Erica's share is 5 out of the 12 share, and we are distributing how much? 540. So take your calculator and find your answer. That is 5 times 540 divided by 12, and this is the answer, $225 Erica will receive. So that is $225. Okay, now the next question is question number 4. You can see in question number 4 the parallel lines are there. Okay, so find the value of x and y. So we have the parallel lines. First of all, look at x. So for x, you can easily see these two are interior angles, and interior angles are supplementary, means they sum up to 180 degrees. So x plus 128 is equals to 180. The reason is interior angles are supplementary. Okay, now x is equals to 180 minus 128. So I'll just find out quickly with the help of the calculator and not showing it to you, so for saving time, that's very simple and you can do it. That's equals to 52. Now after finding out x, which is equals to 52 degrees, now we are going to calculate how much is y. In y, if you just check that the opposite sides are parallel, and this is 128 also, and it is vertically opposite angles. So that is vertically opposite angles. As you know that these two lines are parallel, and the other two lines are also parallel because of the arrows are showing here. So it's a parallelogram, and in parallelogram the opposite angles are equal. So y is equals to 128 degrees, because the opposite angles are equal in a parallelogram. Or you know that you can easily do this question by like there lots of ways you can find out the answer. So this is like, you know that it is 128 and this is also 128, which is corresponding angles. And here also this is y and 128 is equals to corresponding angles. So both the ways you can get the same answer. I hope you understood. Now question number 5, 6.1 square meter, 2 centimeters square. We know that the 1 meter is equals to the 100 centimeters. So whenever I'm squaring it, 1 meter square, both the sides, if I'm going to square, then what happened? That will become 10,000 square centimeters. So that's the thing, that if it is 6.1 meters square, we'll have to change. So 6.1 meters square is equals to x square centimeters. Okay, simply cross multiply, and you know that you have to multiply it. 6.1 times 10,000. Okay, so what do? You just calculate with the help of the calculator, or you know that it is 61,000. So this is 61,000 square centimeters. Come to this one, question number 6. In question number 6, in a survey, students are asked to choose their favorite type of movie. The table shows the result. The type of movie: romance is 0.1, its relative frequency. The thriller is left. Science fiction is 0.35, others is 0.3. You know the sum of the relative frequency, like the probability is equals to 1. Calculate the relative frequency of a student choosing the thriller. So thriller means 1 minus, you just add 0.1 and 0.35 and 0.3 together, and then find your answer. Okay, so that is 1 minus, you can add first and then afterwards subtract, there is no problem, plus 0.35 and then plus 0.3 and then bracket close, and now you are getting quarter. Quarter means 0.25 or quarter or 25%. You can write down, okay. So that is equals to 0.25, or you can write down the quarter or 0.25, or in your answer it is also 25% you can write down, okay. So the next part is 500 students take part in the survey. So calculate the number of students who choose science fiction. So for the science fiction we have 0.35. The like 500 is the total number of students, and the total number of students and the relative frequency, the total is 1. Okay, so what happens, you can write down 1 is for 500 students. Okay, 1 frequency shows 500 students. Okay, and they are talking about the science fiction. Science fiction we have 0.35 is the relative frequency, and x students, which is the question. Okay, simply cross multiply, then it means you just have to find out the number of the students. 0.35 will multiply by 500, so just do 0.35 times 500, that is the number of the students you will be getting, that is 175 students are there who choose the science fiction. Okay, now the next question number 7. Chris wants to exchange 350 euros at the bank. Okay, remember $350 change to euros in the bank, and the bank only gives euros in the multiples of 5, like 5, the other 5, then it means that they can have the total number of the notes will be the multiple of 5. Remember, like 2 notes of 5 will become 10, 3 notes of 5 will become 15 euros, like this. Okay, the exchange rate is $1 is equals to 0.92. Quickly copy down that $1 is equals to euros is 0.92. Calculate the number of the euros he receives and his exchange from $350. First of all, we'll have to give how many euros received. Okay, so here we have to find out for 350. So $350 is how many euros received. Simply cross multiply, the number of euros received is equals to 0.92 times 350. So that is 0.92 multiplied by 350. So that is equals to 322 euros. But the person cannot able to get 322 because either can get 320 or 325, but 325 is not there, so 320, because of the euros received will be in a multiple of 5s. Okay, so that is 320. Okay, 320 number of the notes. If you want to find out, then you divide 322 by 5, but they didn't ask you how many notes of 5 Chris will receive. Okay, so euros in the multiples of 5 means 320 euros received. So how many left euros? Only 2 euros left. So it means remaining remaining 2 euros. Okay, the 2 euros are left, which is the change. So change from 350 is required. It means the change of 2 euros into dollars, because they ask you number of euros received and change from $350. So we need to find out the amount in dollars. Okay, so what is the $2 amount in euros? We'll have to, so here we know that $1 is equals to 0.92, and then $2 euros, sorry, not $2, 2 euros left is how many dollars? Okay, so simply multiply. Then 0.92x is equals to 2. So number of dollars, the amount in dollars, 2 upon 0.92. So that is 2 upon 0.92. Okay, so that is 50 over 23 or 2.17. So that is $2.17 left. So in this question, first we change the the $350 into euros. We got $322. We are not getting the whole. We'll be getting in the multiples of 5, 10, 5, 15, 20, 300, 310, 315, 320, like this. But 322 is not possible, so 2 euros left. In the last, they ask us to find how much is the change after giving $350. So the person will return in dollars. So that is because it's given also here that you are going to find out in dollars. All right, so $2 with 2 euros is equals to 2 upon 0.92, and that is $2.17, and the question is of 3 marks. All right, so now this is the next question. The next question is question number 8. Calculate the interior angle of a regular octagon. Regular means all sides equal, and octagon means 8 sides. N will be equals to 8. So each interior angle, the sum is n minus 2 into 180 degree. Each interior angle they are asking you is equals to n minus 2 into 180 degree over n. 8 minus 2 into 180 degree over 8. And I'm replacing with 8. 6 into 180 degree over 8. And then you will be getting 135. I've calculated. Question number 9. In question number 9, on the Venn diagram, shade the region represented by A intersection B. So A intersection B is this much. So they give you a complement. It means that this thing no. Okay, no A intersection B. So we have to shade outside of it. Okay. So we are not intersecting the common portion of A and B, and it's very easy. Okay, I hope you understood. So this is the answer for this part. In the class of 22 students, 12 play piano, 9 play guitar, 6 do not play the piano or the guitar. Find the number of the students who play both. It means intersection, the middle part. So, and the guitar. You may use the Venn diagram to help you. So that is X here, which is required. So 12 are playing piano and 9 are playing guitar, and then 6 are outside. So 12 minus X, because we have to, this is the portion in between, it is overlapping, so that's why we are subtracting it. I hope you remember this thing. You must have done in your class. So that is 12 minus X plus, I'm just writing down everything together, and equals to the total. The total is equals to 22. Okay, so 12 minus X plus X, 12 minus X plus X plus 9 minus X, and 6 are also including, so that is equals to 22. All right, so afterwards just calculate that 12, 9 and 6 will become 27, and this minus X left is equals to 22. All right, so after that we have minus X is equals to 22 minus 27, and 22 minus 27 is minus 5, because 27 is a greater digit. Cancel the sign, so X equals to 5. So it means that there are 5 children, those are playing both the piano and guitar. Okay, question number 10. In question number 10, in this question, simplify 7x square, 5x cube upon y square. So 7 is in the coefficient, which is the number. X square upon x cube, it means in denominator you will have x, because you subtract the powers. So 3 is bigger. So 3 is bigger than 2. So I'm subtracting and writing down Otherwise, if I'm going to write down the numerator, then you will have a negative power. Y 5 minus 2y cube. So you have the answer 7y cube upon x. 7y cube upon x. Very easy question. 2 marks question. Zaya invest $4,500 into a saving account. The account pays simple interest. Simple interest means I is equals to PRT upon 100 at the rate of 3.2%, which is the rate per year. Calculate the value of the investment at the end of 5 years. It means that amount is required. Amount is equals to the principal plus interest, because at the end of 5 years the person is going to take the investment plus the interest also. I have you understood? I is equals to P is the principal, R T upon 100. Principal is the amount invest, or if you are going to borrow, that is the principal. Here it is 4,500 and the rate is 3.2 multiplied by 5 and then upon 100. So that is 4,500 times 3.2 and then times 5 and then upon 100. That is equals to 720, getting the interest. And at the end of 5 years, the amount is equals to the principal plus interest. The question is of 3 marks. If you don't add it, then you won't get 3 marks. Okay, so the principal is 4,500 and 720. Then you will be getting plus 4,500, that is equals to $5,220. Okay, the next part, Aisha invests 2,750. It's a principal in different saving accounts. This accounts pays compound interest. Compound interest formula is equals to amount is equals to P times 1 plus R over 100 to the power n, and the rate is 2.1% per year. Calculate the total amount of the interest she receives at the end of 3 years. It means the n is equals to 3. Okay, so here the principal is 2,750, the rate is 2.1%. Calculate the the number of the years is 3. Calculate the amount of interest required, but we have a formula for the amount. We don't have the direct formula for the compound interest that we can find out the only the interest, so we'll subtract and find out later. First of all, find out the amount is equals to P times 1 plus R over 100 to the power of n. So amount is equals to 2,750 times 1 plus 2.1 upon 100 to the power of 3. Okay, to the power of 3. Take your calculator, I'm showing you how to do it. So 2,750, okay, and then bracket open, 1 plus numerator denominator, that is 2.1 upon 100. Go up, bracket close, and put the power is 3. Power is 3 and equals to 2926.9. Sorry, this is not the answer. Interest is required. So 2,926.91. Okay, now amount of interest is required. So the amount of interest is required in the question. So that is amount is equals to principal plus interest, and the interest is equals to the amount minus the principal. Amount is 2,750 and then minus 2,926.91. Wait, this is 2,700 and wait. Sorry, I wrote first I have to write down amount first. So that is 2,926.91 minus 2,750. Okay, so that is 2,926.91 minus 2,750 is equals to, that is 176.91. 176.91 dollars, 176.91, and it was 3 marks question. All right, so the next one is So the next question, question number 12, is to factorize. Factorize 7hx plus 6fy minus 21fx minus 2hy. So you can see there's no common, so we'll have to change the order accordingly. So that is 7hx, and then you can keep 21 with it, and then you can write down minus 22hy, and then plus 6fy. Rearrange, then you can get something common, and if it will not be possible, then you rearrange again. So that is 7x is common. H 7 3s are 21, h minus 3f minus, you will have to copy down the same sign, and then 2 and y is common. So here h minus 3f, it means we did the arrangements correct. So that is h minus 3f and 7x minus 2y is the answer. Okay, so h minus 3f and 7x minus 2y. Or in your marking scheme, it is also, if you rearrange in a different way, so you can have 2y minus, if you are getting this, then it's also correct. Okay, all right. So afterwards, we have question number 13. In question number 13, a bag contains 9 red counters and 3 green counters. Lee takes 2 counters from the bag at random without replacement. Without replacement means whenever you pick the ball, then one ball the number of ball will reduce. Okay, so if there are 12 balls, 9 and 3 is 12, then you will have, in the second counter you will have 11 balls, because we have picked one ball before. So that is without replacement. If it is with replacement, it means that we keep the ball back, so then it remains 12. Okay, so 9 out of 12 and remaining is 3 out of 12. So now from, we have picked red here, so it is 8 out of 11, but 3 out of 11 will remain the same because we picked red. In the second one we picked green, so green will, number of green balls will reduce, and the red balls remain 9 over 11, and 9 and 2 will become 11. Okay, this was 2 marks. Work out the probability that the both balls are red. So that is very simple. So you just pick the red and red, both balls are red. Okay, so it means that we'll go to the option 9 upon 12 and 8 upon 11. We just multiply. Okay, so 9 over 12 times 8 upon 11. Okay, so that is equals to, you just cancel it, it is 6 over 11. So 6 over 11 is the answer for this part. Go to the question number 14, angle properties of circles. We can see a tangent is there, and you can have a cyclic quadrilateral here. So if a tangent is there, then you can have angles in the alternate segments, can also be possible. Okay, there is no parallel line shown. PQRS is a cyclic quadrilateral. ABB is a tangent to the, at P, SPB is 37 already labeled, and PSQ is 85 degree already labeled. PQS, P to Q to S, if you just see P to Q to S, it means this angle is required. Okay, so that's easy, PQ to S, and then you just, as I've told you, alternate segment. This diagram, forget the other things. Okay, so this angle 37 degree is equals to inside here. So that is angles in the alternate segments, and it's 1 mark question. 37 degree angles in the alternate segments are equal. Okay, so that is 37 degrees. The next part is of 2 marks, QRS. So Q to R to S, we'll have to check what is Q to R to S. Okay, so it is Q to R to S. Easily we can see this angle is required, which is opposite to this one. And either you will take the cyclic quadrilateral, okay, and or you can say the angles in the opposite segments are supplementary. That means it's the same property. So why not we find out angle QPS? So just quickly find out angle QPS. Angle QPS 180 minus QPS. If we have to find out, it means we are taking this triangle only right now. Okay, so sum is 180 degree. 85 and 37 are the other angles here. So 85 plus 37. Okay, so 85 and 37 just added together. 180 minus, so 85 plus 37 is 122. Okay, so now 180 minus 122 is equals, sorry, 180 minus 122 is equals to only 58. So that is 58. So this angle is equals to 58 degrees. Okay. Now we'll have to check the other one. This angle and this angle makes 180 degree. So your question is QRS. QRS is equals to 180 minus 58. So obviously it will be equals to 122 cyclic quadrilateral, or you can write down angles in the opposite segments are supplementary. Yes, segments. Either you write down this or this. They both are same. Segments are supplementary, means their sum is equals to 180 degree. Okay, moving to the next question, question number 15. So here, these are the first four patterns in the sequence made from black seeds and from white seeds. Okay, so this is sequence question. Complete the table for 5, pattern 5. So 5 and 7, so that's a 5, 6, 7. Difference is coming of two numbers, and then I'll have to add again two numbers. 11 plus 2 is 13. Now 6 and 10 is 4 numbers, 5 numbers, and then 15 and 21 6 numbers, and I'll have to add 7 numbers. 21 plus 7 is 28. Okay. All right, find expression for the number of the white beads in pattern n. It means that nth term for white beads, nth term and white beads are these, and we have the same difference between each and every term. It means it is the linear sequence. So and we'll have a formula for to find out the nth term of the linear sequence is a plus d n minus 1, where a is the first term of the sequence, which is 5, and d is the common difference. So a is 5 and d is 2. Okay, 5 plus 2 times n minus 1, 5 plus 2 n minus 2, and 2 and 5 and 2 difference is plus 3, so 2n plus 3. If you put in place of n1, then you will get 5. In place of n2, then you will get 7. So you can check your work as well. Okay, find an expression in part 2, the total number of beads in pattern n. So the total number of beads in pattern n is 6, 10, 15, 21 and 28, and we don't have the same difference. We have 4, 5, 6, 7. It means that further we'll have to take the difference to get the same difference, which will come in the second difference. Okay, when the second difference is same, it means that we have a quadratic sequence. So 6, 10, 15, 21 and 28. So we'll have plus 4 plus 5 plus 6 plus 7, and now if I just see plus 1 plus 1 plus 1, so now I'm getting the same difference. Okay, so it's a quadratic sequence. In quadratic sequence we have lots of ways to find out the nth term, like a plus d n minus 1 plus c over 2 n minus 1 and minus 2. That's also the way. I'm telling you very easy and simple one. And the other methods are also easy. So one of the method I'll have to do it here. So that's why I'm telling you. Okay. So you just remember few things, that 2a is the second difference. Okay. And 3a plus b is the first difference. We go backward. Okay, and a plus b plus c is the first term. Okay, so you know this is the first term, and this is the first difference, and this is the plus 1 is the second difference. All right, so we have the first difference is 6, the first term is 6, and the first difference is 4, and the second difference is 1. Now we are starting. Okay, 2a is equals to the second difference. Start from here. So 2a equals to 1. A is equals to half. First thing. The second thing, 3a plus b is equals to the first difference. 3a plus b equals to the first difference is 4. 3 times half plus b equals to 4 means 3 upon 2 plus b equals to 4. B is equals to 4 minus 3 over 2. Take LCM. 4 2s are 8 minus 3 upon 2. I took the LCM. B upon 1 I multiplied with 2 to the numerator and denominator both, then I'll have the same denominator. So that will become 8 minus 3 is 5, 5 upon 2. So b is equals to 5 upon 2. The last thing is a plus b plus c is the first term, and first term is 6. So a plus b plus c is the first term, which is equals to 6. A is half plus 5 upon 2 plus c equals to 6. Okay, take LCM, then you will LCM no need because the denominator is same. So 1 plus 5 upon 2 plus c is equals to 6. 6 upon 2 plus c is equals to 6. 2 times 3 is 6. 3 plus c is equals to 6, and c is equals to 6 minus 3, and c is equals to only 3. So we found ABC. Now we don't have any problem. The quadratic sequence is nth term is equals to an square plus bn plus c. So that is half n square plus 5 over 2n plus 3. This is the answer for this part. This was just for 2 marks. Okay. All right. Now just move to the next part of the same question. Part C. Bill has only 88 white beads but lots of black beads. Pattern P is the largest number of pattern he can make using these beads. So 88 white beads formula, we have already found that white beads it's 2n plus 3. Okay, so 2n plus 3 is equals to 88 because the number of beads are 88. So let's see, 2n plus 3 is equals to 88. 2n is equals to 88 minus 3. 2n is equals to 88 minus 3 is 85. 85 over 2. 85 over 2 means like 42 whole 1 over 2. So 1 over 2, you cannot have the beads in halves. The number of beads will be in full, like in integer. So the largest possible pattern can make using these beads is 42, because in 43rd we need more beads because it will be making the half of the pattern for white beads. Okay, so 42 is the answer. Okay, question number 16. In question number 16, we have the population of Kenya is 5.71 into 10 to the power 7, and the people and the area of the Kenya is 6 into 10 to the power 5 kilometers square. The population density is the number of the people per kilometers. Calculate the population density. So it's already mentioned, density we have to find out, and density is number of the people per kilometer square. So this is the number of the people which is per kilometer square. So density is equals to number of the people are 5.71 into 10 7, and per kilometer square means 6 into 10 5. So 7 and 5, obviously we have 10 square. Calculate how much is 5.71 divided by 6. So we have 5.71 divided by 6, that is equals to, all right, 0.95166. Okay, so 0.95, if I'll take 0.95 times 100 means 0.95 times 100 means 95, and if I take some more decimal place 16, then 95.16 either you write down, so that is 95. You can have answer 95.2 or 95.16, that is also acceptable, which is mentioned in the marking scheme. All right, now question number 17. In question number 17, all right, so in question number 17, fx equals to 10 minus x upon 3, f of minus 8 is required. Okay, so minus 8 I have to put in place of x, so that is f of x is equals to 10 minus 8 upon 3, that is 10 plus 8 upon 3 means 18 over 3 means 3, 6 is 18, so 6 is the answer. So g of x equals to 4x plus 3. Inverse we have to find out. You know the way we find out the inverse. Y is equals to gx, 4x plus 3. Make y x subject. So 4x plus 3 is equals to y. 4x is equals to y minus 3, x is equals to y minus 3 over 4. Change x into g inverse x and y to x minus 3 over 4. So x minus 3 upon 4 for this part. Okay, now the next question. Question number 18. 300 students take part in a competition. It means the total number of frequency is 300. So the table below shows information about their scores. 0 to 300 scores, 24 students are there, and 30 to 40, 70, 40 to 60 is say 88, and 60 to 70, 76, and 42 students, their scores are in between 70 to 100. So they're asking us to calculate the estimate the mean score, and marks are 100. It means that we'll have to show all these steps. So all right, so whenever we have to find out the mean, then the formula for the group data or ungrouped data, that is sum of fx divided by sum of f. Mean is equals to sum of fx divided by sum of f, and sum of f we know that it is 300, and if we add 24, 70, 88 and 76 and 42, it will be 300. That is sum of f. But f into x, what do we do? But there is no x, so we'll have to find out the midpoint. Whenever we have to find out the mean and it's given in the form of the group data, we'll have to calculate the midpoint. So for example, I'm going to find out the midpoint. So midpoint will be equals to 0 to 30, we have 15 is the midpoint, and 30 to 40 we have 35 is the midpoint, and 40 to 60, 50 is the midpoint, 60 to 70, 65 is the midpoint, 70 to 100 it is that is 85 will be the midpoint. What do? You just add 100 plus 70 and then divide by 2, you will get 85 there. All right, so this is the way we find out the midpoint, by adding the two numbers together and then divide by 2. So now we are going to calculate what is sum of fx. So here sum of fx is equals to, what do? We will multiply 15 and times 24. That is the midpoint will be your x value, and this is your frequency. Okay, so we'll multiply 35 into 70, 50 into 88, 65 into 76, 85 into 42. So right now I'm writing down all of them. Is equals to, mean is equals to 15 into 24 plus 35 into 70. The numbers which I have highlighted, these numbers are only I'm writing down. 50 into 88, and then 65 into 76, and the last number is 85 into 42. Okay, now divided by 300. I've calculated already. Just to save time, I'm writing down the numbers. So that is 360 plus 35 into 70 is 2450 and 4400 and 4940. And the last one, 85 into 42 will be equals to 3570. You will have to show each and everything because it has 4 marks. You cannot write down everything directly in one step. Add all of them. The numbers are equals to 15,720 divided by 300, and then you will get 52.4 is the answer for the mean of this data. All right, so this was the mean. Then afterwards they gave you some incomplete histogram and ask on the grid complete the histogram to represent the data in the table. So it has 3 marks, and remember frequency density is frequency over class width. So it means that we have to find out the frequency density. All right, so finding out the frequency density is frequency over class width. We have frequency but we don't have the class width. So finding out the class width now. So what happened if you find out the class width 0 to here, I'm just making the class widths here. So 0 to 30 numbers are there, 30, and 30 to 40 10 numbers, 40 to 60 20 numbers, and then 60 to 70 there are 10 numbers, and 70 to 100 that is 70 80 90 100 that is 30. So they are the class width. So frequency over class width, which numbers I'm going to divide? I'm going to divide this frequency this much. Just wait, listen. These numbers are frequency over class width. Frequency over class width. 88 upon 20, 76 upon 10, 42 over 30. So these numbers you are going to divide. Okay. So the formula is frequency over class width. Whenever you do 24 over 30, that is equals to 0.08. I'm just writing down that you remember also. That is 24 over 30 is 0.8. All right, and then you will have 70 over 10 is only 7 numbers. Then 88 upon 20 will be equals to 4.4. This is the frequency density. And then you will have 76 upon 10 is also 7.6, and 42 over 30 is 1.4. It's a frequency density. So we are going to draw the frequency density with the scores. All right, so what are we going to do? We are going to make it with the scores. All right, so the scores are these. Okay, this is y-axis is frequency density, and these are the scores. It means that I'll have to draw a line for 0 to 30. I'll draw till 0.8. Okay, so here 0 to 30 is 0.8, 0.2, 0.4, 0.6, 0.8. This is 0.8. Take your ruler, and then 7 is already drawn. I'm just writing down. You don't need to, but just to you will understand also and remember. Okay, so the 30 to 40 is already drawn 7. 40 to 60 is reaching at 4.4. 40 to 60 is 4.2, 4.4. This is your line. Take your ruler and then draw. Then afterwards you will have your 60 to 70 is reaching at 7.6. 60 to 70 is reaching at just wait, listen. Yes, 60 to 70, and then 70 to 100 is a broader line. So 60 to 70 is 7.6. 60 70 is there, and it is 7.2, 7.4, 7.6. Okay, this much. I've just made till this much. This is your 70, and 70 to 100 it's reaching till 1.4. So 1 and then 1.1, 1.2, 1.4. This is 1, 1.2 and 1.4. So this is the histogram I have drawn for this data. You can check it frequency densities on y-axis and your class boundaries is on x-axis. Now come to question number 19. In question number 19, complete the table of the values x cube minus 5x plus 4. So we are just substituting minus 3 for x to get this value, okay? So this is minus 3 cube minus 5 minus 3 and plus 4. Take your calculator. That is minus 3 and then 3 cube, and then you will have minus 5 times minus 3, be careful, and then plus 4. So you are getting minus 8. So the value for y is minus 8 and it's a cubic equation. Alright, now we are going to draw the graph of x cube minus 5x plus 4 for minus 3 to 3. Okay, so right now I'm just plotting all the coordinates here and then draw a suitable straight line on the grid to find the solution. This is also a 3 marks question and 4 marks is for drawing. So just quickly draw and plot all the points. So quickly draw and then smooth curve, just join it with the smooth curve, not with the ruler. This is minus 3 minus 8 and then minus 2 positive 6. This is 5 and this is 6. Okay, and then afterwards we'll have minus 1 and 8, this one, and 0 and 4. 4 is 1 2 3 4 0 4 and 1 0 and 2 2 and 3 comma 16. So this is going 3 and this is 15 and this is 16. So this is 3 comma 16. Now just join it with the smooth curve. So it's a cubic equation. All right, so you'll have a double curve there. Then afterwards join the points. And now just go up. Okay, here I feel like it's alright. If you want to know that how much you will have to make the curve more smoother, then take a value in the middle and substitute and get the original point. So this is the smooth curve. By drawing a suitable straight line on the grid, find the solution of the equation x cube minus 5x minus 3 equals to 0. So let's see what the equation is. The equation is x cube minus 5x plus 4 equals to 0. Alright, so your equation is this. Alright, so this is x cube minus 5x minus 3 is equals to 0. So we can write down x cube minus 5x equals to 3. What do we want? We want plus 4. X cube minus 5x plus 4 equals to 3 plus 4. 3 plus 4 is 7. Okay, and x cube minus 5x plus 4 is y. So put it y, which is the original equation. All right, so now we'll have to make a line y is equals to 7. Okay, so y is equals to 7. This is 5 6 7. Here it's a line y is equals to 7. Check where it's intersecting on x-axis. That is the solution. So the first one, it is, if I just take this value, it is 2.4. And if I take the other value, which is here, and it's intersecting, the line is intersecting here. Okay, so this is minus 0.6, and then the line is intersecting also at this much, minus 1.9. Okay, So the answers are minus 1.9 and then minus 0.6 and 2.4. The range which is given in the marking scheme, you can check, it is minus 1.95 to minus 1.7 and minus 0.8 to minus 0.5 and 2.3 to 2.6. Whenever you draw this straight line and finding out the point of intersection, like here and here, these lines are intersecting as these 3 points. So just check where it is intersecting on y-axis. If it's coming in the same range, then it means that your answers are correct. Okay. All right. So this question number 20. In question number 20, you can see the whole rectangle is there wherever the sum of the portion is shaded and the unshaded portion is the rectangle ABCD. Show that CD is x minus 1. So just check what is CD. CD is this much line. Okay. The whole is 2x minus 3 and minus x minus 2. So CD is equals to 2x minus 3 minus x minus 2. Then it is 2x minus 3 minus x plus 2. Then 2x minus x will become only x. Alright, so I'm just combining, and minus 3 plus 2 is minus 1 because your 3 is a greater digit. So we have shown this. 1 mark question. The rectangle area of the rectangle ABCD is 1/5 time the area of the rectangle EFGD. Form an equation in x, and that is simplifies to x square minus 6x plus 3. So the area of the rectangle ABCD, just see what is ABCD. ABCD, what are the measurements for ABCD? We have already known that it is x minus 1. D to C is x minus 1. Okay, and then afterwards, whenever you just see that what is AD is equals to this is the whole x plus 3 minus x. We don't want this, x plus 3 minus x. So we'll have just 3 left. So AD is 3 and CD is x minus 1. So if I'm going to find out the area of this one, so area of ABCD, of the rectangle ABCD, is 3 times x minus 1. Okay, then area of the rectangle EFGD. Let's see what is EFGD. E to F to G to D. It means E to F to G to D. It's the whole thing. Alright, so what do? You are going to just multiply the whole 2x minus 3 to x plus 1. Okay, so the area of rectangle EFGD is equals to 2x minus 3 and x plus 3. So what are they giving you in the question? Area of ABCD, x time 3 times x minus 1. Okay, what are we taking? Whatever they are giving us, area of ABCD. Okay, so the area of ABCD is area of ABCD is equals 1/5 of the area of EFGD. This is in the statement. Okay, so just write down area of the rectangle ABCD is 3 times x minus 1 is 1 upon 5 times 2x minus 3, this one, and x plus 3. Alright, so this is 3x minus 3 is equals to 1 upon 5 times, now you are going to multiply this, 2x times x plus 3 and minus 3 times x plus 3. So 1/5 time 2x square, 2 3s are 6x minus 3x minus 9. Okay, so that will become 1 upon 5 times 2x square plus 3x, because 6 is a greater digit and they are opposite. So that's why we are subtracting. Now 3x minus 3 to this side 3x minus 3. Multiply 5 to this one. So this will become 15x minus 15 is equals to 2x square. Wait. Just write down everything to one side. That is 2x square plus 3x minus 9 is equals to the 15x minus 15. Okay. So just writing down everything to one side to show 2x square plus 3x minus 9 minus 15x plus 15 equals to 0. So 2x square. Now what you do is 3x and minus 15x is minus 12x. Okay, and minus 9 plus 15, the constant number, is plus 12 equals to 0. Wait, take a second. It's not 12. It's equals to 6. Alright, and positive because of 15. So 2 common, x square minus 6x plus 3 equals to 0. So that's why x square minus 6x plus 3 equals to 0, and that's the same thing we had to show. Okay, so that is shown. Alright, now the next question. The next part. Use a quadratic formula to solve the equation. So that is quadratic formula here. X square minus 6x plus 9 equals plus 3 equals to 0. A is 1, B is minus 6, C is 3. X is equals to minus B plus minus square root B square minus 4AC upon 2A. Minus B means minus 6 plus minus B square minus 4AC, C is 3 upon 2 1. So that is minus into minus will become plus 6 plus minus, that is 36, and 4 3s are 12 upon 2. 6 plus minus 36 and 12, the difference is of 24 number upon 2. So quickly take your calculator. X equals to 6 plus square root 24 upon 2 and 6 minus square root 24 upon 2. So that is 6 plus square root 24 upon 2, and your answer is 3 plus square root 6, and but they are asking you to write your answer to 2 decimal place. So that's why you are just writing down 5.449 means 5.45. And the next number is 6 minus square root 24 upon 2, which is equals to 3 minus square root 6, and 0.550 means 0.55. Alright, calculate the shaded area. Shaded area means the whole area minus the unshaded. Okay, the shaded area is equals to the whole rectangle minus unshaded rectangle. Alright, so the shaded area is equals to the whole area was 2x minus 3 and x plus 3. Okay, 2x minus 3 and x plus 3. And 3 times x minus 1, I think this was 3 times x minus 1 is the ABCD, this one, 3 times x minus 1. So we can simplify and substitute, or if you want you can substitute here, but the okay, so we will substitute for 5.45, because if we substitute 0.55 in x minus 1, you will get the length in negative, which is not possible. So quickly do it. This is 2x square minus 3x plus 6x minus 9 minus 3x and then plus 3. So that is becoming 2x square minus 3x and plus 6x and then again minus 3x. So you will have and minus 9 and plus 3. So that will be cancelled. So you don't have any minus 6x and plus 6x and minus 9 plus 3. So that is 2x square and only minus 6. So I'm putting my for 5.45 because 0.55 is not possible. Why it's not possible? Because if I put in the length of length is also x minus 1. If you just check, this is the length is also x minus 1. If I'm putting in x minus 1, you will have 0 x minus 1 means 0.55 minus 1, and then you will have a negative answer. So negative length is not possible, so we are rejecting 0.55. We are just taking 5.45. So x is equals to 5.45. So 2 times x square, I'm substituting here, 2 times 5.45 square minus 6. Okay, 2 times 5.45 and then bracket close square and then minus 6 equals to 53.4. Okay, 53.4 to 3 significant figures. 53.41 also you can write down, or 53.4 unit square, that is the area of the shaded part. It is 53.4 corrected to 3 significant figure, and the range is also given in the marking scheme that it can be 53.38 to 53.41. That is the range given here. Okay, now move to the next question. The next question is question number 21. You can see a cone and a hemisphere is attached together with the same base, and the diameter of the base is 14 and 24 centimeter is the height of the cone and hemisphere together. So the diagram shows a solid formed by joining a cone to a hemisphere. The diameter of the cone is 14 centimeter and the diameter of the hemisphere is 14 centimeter. The total height of the solid is 24 centimeter. Calculate the volume. So in finding out the volume of this solid, so volume of the cone and the volume of the hemisphere, we are going to add together. So remember, the formula sheet is attached, otherwise you must remember the formula. So we have cone and hemisphere. So volume is equals to the volume of cone, volume of the solid is volume of the cone and volume of hemisphere. Alright, so the volume of the cone formula is 1 over 3 pi r square h, and volume of the hemisphere is half of 2 over 3 for half of 4 over 3 pi r cube, because 4 over 3 pi r cube for the sphere, volume 4 over 3 pi r cube, and the hemisphere volume will become the half of it. So half of 2 over 4 over 3 pi r cube, that is 2 over 3 pi r cube. So for the hemisphere, 2 over 3 pi r cube. You can see in the diagram the 7 centimeter is the radius for the cone and the hemisphere both. So the radius is the 7 centimeter, 1 upon 3 pi, and the radius is 7 square, and 2 over 3 pi into 7 cube. Now we are just looking at what is the height of the cone. So the height of the cone will be, you can see 24 centimeter is for the full. Alright, so it is 7 centimeters here, and 14 centimeter is the radius. So if this is 7 centimeter, this is also 7 centimeters. If we have a sphere, you know that 7, 7, 7, 7 from the center to the boundary, or imagine it's a solid shape. So you will have from everywhere it is 7 centimeters. So for the hemisphere also, if it is a hemisphere, if this is 7 centimeter, this is also, so they all are 7 centimeter. So we don't want 7 centimeter from 24 centimeters. So the height of the cone will be 24 minus 7. So the height of cone is equals to 24 minus 7, which is equals to 17 centimeters. So I'm substituting here, yes, 17. So find out the answer for both and add it together. but look at the question, how many marks it has. It has 3 marks, so just write down everything, okay? So this is 1 over 3 pi into 49 into 17, one thing, and 2 over 3 into pi, and everybody knows that 7 cube is 343. If you don't know, then take your calculator. 49 into 17, I have calculated, this is equals to 833, and 2 over 3 pi, all right, it is, why not you multiply 2 and 343, and then you will have one number, okay? So that is also 1 over 3, and 2 times 343 will become 686. Okay, I just multiplied this 2 and 343 to find out the value of this multiplication, which is 686. So that is 833 and divided by 3 pi and 1 upon 3 into 686 times pi. So you can just add it together by taking out 1 over 3 pi, which is common, and then 8, it's easier for you, 686. All right, and 833 and 686 will become into 1519, 1519. So that is 1519 pi divided by 3. We'll find our answer. So 1519 times pi and divided by 3 equals to 1590.69. So 1590.69, and in integers, if you write down either 1590, okay, in your marking scheme it is given that either you will have the like 15, I'm writing down here 1590, or 1591, or 1590.6, or 1590.9. These answers are acceptable, and it was of 3 marks question, okay? So now move to the next question. Next part of the same question. Show that the total surface area of the solid is 712 square centimeter corrected to the nearest integer. It means the whole number is required. So the total surface area of the solid, so we'll have the shape like the curved surface area of the cone. Obviously we don't add the top of the hemisphere or the base of the cone because it is attached, and we just have to find out the surface area. Total surface area means its surface area. We don't have to add this circle. So what do? We just calculate what is the curved surface area, which is pi RL, and what is the curved surface area of the hemisphere. This way we'll calculate. So you know that it's the radius is equals to just see the radius is equals to 7 centimeters, and we had the height, we have already calculated, it is 17 centimeters, and this is your L, okay? And for the hemisphere it is 2 pi r square because the sphere is 4 pi r square, okay? So for finding out, first of all we'll calculate what is the length of the cone, the slant height, which is L of the cone is equals to this thing. We have 7 centimeter and 17 centimeter, and this is L, and it's 90 degrees. So take the Pythagoras theorem, 17 square plus 7 square. So that is 17 square plus 7 square, and that is equals to 13 square root of 2. Keep writing down the same. Don't write down in the decimal because we are using it for our answer, okay? So because that will be the we'll round off, and then it will not be the accurate number. So that's why just keep writing down in the third form. Okay, so the curved surface area of the cone and the curved surface area of the hemisphere. Okay, for the sphere, the total surface area is 4 pi r square. And for the hemisphere, the curved surface area, which will be half of it, that is 2 pi r square. Okay, because it's a sphere, if I'm going to take only this part, so that the upper one will also be 2 pi r square, and the lower one will also be 2 pi r square. So half of it will be 2 pi r square and the full of sphere will be 4 pi square. So the total surface area which is required in the question, the curved surface area, you can find out separately if you want, and the curved surface area of hemisphere. Okay, so this is pi r L only, and this is 2 pi r square. The radius is 7 for both, and the L is 13 square root 2. You know that we have calculated, plus 2 pi into 7 square. Okay, so now calculate, and how much it is? 2 times 49, it is 98 pi, and 7 into 13 square root 2, okay, into 7, sorry, 7 is coming 91 square root 2 pi. 91 square root 2 pi. Okay, now we are adding 91 square root 2 pi and 98 pi. So that is 91 square root 2, and then come out, and it is shift 91 square root 2 pi plus and 98 pi. And your answer is 712.178. 712.178. Okay, so they ask us to write our answer to the nearest integer. It means the whole number, rounded off number. So that will become, this is 5 marks question, is equals to 712 only. So 712 square centimeter, but in your marking scheme, it's the range is also given. So, but in the integer, you write down only 712. Okay. Now in part C. In part C, the similar solid mathematically similar to this solid. The total surface area of the smaller solid is 242 square centimeters. Calculate the height of the smaller solid. Alright, so we know that they are comparing this solid, the solid which we have already calculated the volume and total surface area, and it's mathematically similar. Whenever the area and the similarity is attached together, so we write down A1 upon A2 is equals to L1 upon L2 whole square, and when the volume involved, then it will be V1 upon V2 is equals to L1 upon L2 whole cube. Alright, so area of the smaller solid is 242, and they are just asking you to, if we just take the bigger solid as this one, which we have seen, it's the total height of the solid is 24, because they didn't use the word that height of the cone or height of the hemisphere. They use the word height of the solid. So height of the solid is 24. Okay, so the length also you can use L1, A1, the area is this much, 712.178, because for the accuracy I am taking, and L1 is 24. Wait. Yes, this is 24 centimeters. Okay, so that is 24 centimeters. Area of the smaller solid I'm using 2. A2 is 242. That is the square centimeters. And I find out the height, total height of the total height. It means the total height we are using. So L2 is required. So just using this in the formula, that is 712.178 divided by 242 is equals to L1 is 24 divided by L2 square, or just use L, or height H also you can use. Okay, so now use your calculator and find your answer, that how much, if I'm removing square, then I'll have to take out the square root. 712.178 divided by 242 is equals to only 24 over L, or height, or L2. Okay, so this is square root of 712.178 divided by, this is also in the root, 242. Okay, so that is 1.715 is equals to 24 over L2. So L2 will be equals to 24 upon 1.715. Okay, so just do 24 upon 1.715, and that is coming 13.99, 13.99, or you can write down 14.0 corrected to three significant figures, or 13.98 or 13.99. All these answers are acceptable. Alright, now move to the next question. Question number 22, a trigonometry question. You can see the two sides and included angle is given. Obviously, if they're asking you to find out the AC, then obviously we'll be using the cosine rule, because in the cosine rule, two sides and included angle is required. Okay, so the diagram shows the triangular field ABC. AB is 150 meters, BC is 187, and angle ABC is 112. Fencing is needed for the perimeter. Perimeter means all the sides. Fencing is solid and the rolls of the length 20 meters. Calculate the number of the rolls of the fencing needed. First of all, we find out AC and calculate how much is the perimeter. So we have AC left, otherwise AB and BC is given for the perimeter. So for AC square, you know the cosine rule, that for this one, if it is B, if this is A, opposite to the angle, we can mark. Opposite to C is C. Okay, so this is side B, side C, side A. Okay, so we need to find out B side. Okay, so B square is equals to A square plus C square minus 2AC cos of B. Substitute the numbers, so that is AC square, and or B, you can say that AC is equals to, just look at the marks, are 5 marks, so we'll have to show each and everything. So AC square is equals to 187 square plus 150 square minus 2 times 187 and 150 cos of angle 112. Right now 187 square plus 150 square minus 2 times 187 150, and then bracket close, cos of 112. So that is cos of 112 bracket close, and then you get a number which is equals to 78484. So that is AC square. And for AC, take the square root of 78,484.42989. Okay, 78484 784.42989. That is equals to 280. 280.15 means 280.2. You can write down that AC is equals to 280.2, and it's given in meters, so that is in meters. Now they're asking you that fencing is needed for the perimeter of the field. Fencing is sold, rolls for the length 20 meters. Okay, so calculate the number of the rolls required. First of all, you calculate how much is the perimeter, and then we divide by 20 to get the number of rolls. Okay, so I'm calculating and writing down the answers directly. So the perimeter or the total length is 150, 187, and the third length is 28.2 meters. Okay, so the total length is 617.2 meters is the total length required, and rolls are, in a roll they have 20 meters. So how many rolls are required? So the number of rolls required is equals to 617.2, which is the total length required, divided by, in each of the roll they have 20 meters, so divide by 20 and you get 30.86, but you need 31, because if you just write down 30, then 617.2 meters can't fit in. Okay, so that is, you need 31 rolls required for this fencing. Okay, all right, the next question is calculate the shortest distance from B to AC. Okay, so we have this diagram. Okay, so B to AC, this is from B to AC, so this distance is required. So I can write down this distance is required. Wherever you have 28.2 meters will become the base. Okay, if we take the area, so that is that is here. First of all, we calculate what is the area, then that area will help us to find out the answer. So 280.2. Okay, now remember, I'm just copying down the diagram here just to tell you what is the area for this one. 150 and 187, okay, are the lengths. 150 and meters and 187 meters and 112 degrees, and B and A and C is there. So area, with the help of the area we can easily calculate. Area is equals to half AB sine C, because this is a non-right angle triangle. Half 150, and this is 4 marks question. First you find out the area, and with the help of the area you find out the shortest distance. 150 into 187 and sine of 112. Okay, half AB sine C. So what do you do in this? Also, two sides and included angle required, and then now you calculate and take your calculator. So that is 150 into, just take this, 150 into 187 and sine of 112, sine of 112 bracket close divided by 2, and then the area will be 13,003.75. 13,003.75. Okay, so we know the area of this diagram is this much, and we want the shortest distance or the perpendicular distance. This is the height, and we that we had the 280.2 meters was the base. So just forget this 150 and 187. Just take, this is a triangle. Wherever you will have, this is the base and it's the height. Okay, so, but the area remains the same. All right, like if you change any like shape into different type of places you keep, but the area remains the same. So the area is equals to half base into height, and I've made it a right angle triangle. So half base, wherever the height dropped, that is the base. So that is 280.2, and the height, which is the shorter distance, and the area is 13,003.75. Okay, so now what do? You just calculate how much is the height. The height is 13,003.75. 2 was dividing, 2 will multiply, and 280.2 was multiplying. So I'm doing it here. You can do it in steps because it's of 2 marks question. Okay, so now calculate this. 13,003.75 times 2 divided by 280.2. So that is becoming 92.8 and 92.8. All right, 92.817. So that is your answer will be 92.8 meters, or the range is 92.8 to 92.9. So that is acceptable. If you just do it by yourself, then your answer should come in the same range. All right, now we are coming to question number 23, which is the last question of this year paper. Okay, 23. Zara cycles a distance of 500 meters corrected to the nearest 5 meters. Of course, you can understand this question is of limits of accuracy, upper bound and lower bound. All right, so this takes 24.67 seconds corrected to the nearest 0.1. It means 1 decimal place second. So first of all, calculate how much is the lower and upper bound, and then decide what to do. Okay, so that is if you just take the distance was, it is given 500 meters, and 500 meters corrected to 5 meters. So you will do plus minus 5 over 2. So what is for the lower and upper bounds, you will take plus minus 5 over 2. So 5 over 2 will become 2.5. Okay, if you do plus 2.5, you will get the upper bound. If you do minus 2.5, you will get the lower bound. So 500 plus 2.5 is 500, and 2.5 is the upper bound, and 500 minus 2.5, you will get 497.5. You will get the lower bound for the distance. Now we are going to the time. The time is given 24.7 seconds corrected to 0.1. 0.1 means 0.1 upon 2. 0.1 upon 2 means 0.05. You will add and subtract to get the lower and upper bound. Okay, so if you do plus 0.05, you will get the upper bound. If you do minus 0.05, you will get the lower bound. If you are adding 0.05, that will be, obviously it will become 24.75. That is the upper bound. And if you subtract 0.05 from 24.7, you will get 24.65. That is the lower bound. Let's see what they are asking in the question. Calculate the lower bound for the of a average speed. Speed is distance upon time. It means this is division question, distance upon time, and lower is required. So you know that what do we do whenever the less answer required, then we take the, for the distance we take the lower bound, the less number, and we share it with the more number, the bigger number, that is the upper bound. Then we get a less answer. So that is the lower bound of the distance divided by the upper bound of the time. That is 497.5 divided by 24.75. Let's calculate. So that is 20.1 meters is the answer. All right, I hope you understood. The last question, sorry, it wasn't the last question. Now 24 is the last question. The 24 express as a single fraction in the simplest form. So you know that 2x plus 1 and 4x minus 3 is there. So we will take LCM. The LCM will become 2x plus 1 and 4x minus 3 both. So that's why you will multiply this by 4x minus 3, like 5, this one by 4x minus 3, both of them. And the 2 will multiply with 2x plus 1 and denominator also to make the same denominator. Alright, I think I do it. 5 upon 2x plus 1 and minus 2 upon 4x minus 3. Okay, I'm showing it to you also. So 5 is multiplying with 4x minus 3 and its denominator also. And 2 is multiplying with 2x plus 1 and the denominator also. Okay, so that's why you can see we made the same denominator. Now we can add or subtract the two fractions whenever we make the same denominator. So that is 5 times 4x minus 3 and 2 times 2x plus 1. Write down together. Now do it. 5 4s are 20, x minus 5 3s are 15 and minus 2 2s are 4x minus 2 1s are minus 2. We multiply, we multiply 5 with 4 and then with minus 3, and we multiply 2 with 2x and then with the minus sign 2 with 1. Okay, so divided by, keep writing down as it is. If you are multiplying, then it's also okay, the denominator. If you don't, then it's also 4x minus 3. It's better to keep it in the brackets or in factorized form. Maybe in some of the questions it happens that the numerator you get the same brackets, then you can cancel. That's why leave like as it is. So that is 20x minus 4x is 16x, and 15 and 2 with the same sign will become 17, divided by 2x plus 1 and 4x minus 3. We cannot cancel anything, so that is the answer. If you are multiplying, then or your answer can be 16x minus 17 divided by 8x square minus 2x minus 3 if you expand it. So they both are acceptable. Okay, so the answer I'm writing down 16x minus 17 divided by 2x plus 1 and 4x minus 3. Okay, so that's the end of the 402 for paper 22 May June 2025. Don't forget to like, share and subscribe. Soon I'll upload paper 11 and 21, means variants, other variants of the same year. I've already uploaded paper 12, you can see. Okay, stay tuned. Okay, take care. Bye bye.